Welcome back, guys. Now I've been reading online. There's been a few reports of water in the subframe of the 450 MT. This part here, I know it looks like it's sealed up, but if you look at it, there's these little pins where I believe water is getting in. Now mate Jason, he sent me a little video. He took off the bars and yeah, quite a bit of water actually come out. And I know he hasn't even ridden his off-road really. It's just been sitting in the rain and it's filled up with water.
Lower engine mounting bars and water. Yeah, okay, and this one. Oh, look at all that.
So I'm wondering what mine is actually like, because I have actually ridden mine off-road quite a bit in the wet. It's been through a lot of deep water ruts and whatnot, and I've pressure washed it several times, and it's been in the pouring rain also. Yeah, maybe I should take mine off and have a look. Looks like you got to take the bash plate off. That piece of tin there, a couple of bolts up there. Doesn't look too hard. Or I'll get it off and we'll have a look. Okay, 13 mil. That doesn't actually line up already. Looks like the bar is twisted out already. That's a tight one. Alright, I'll get that one on the other side and it should come off. This plate actually weighs nothing. Got a couple of dents in it. We're getting a new bash plate soon. You see there's some hangs down there. Alright, I'll get these panels off next. Okay, so those little 5 mil. Alright, now there's a couple up there. I'm going to try and just get an Allen key in there and without taking too much stuff off, see how I go. Up in here there is actually another bolt. Alright, so I just actually shortened an Allen key. I cut it down a little bit so it would fit inside here, because it's a little bit tight with that pipe. Now I know if you took all this cover and stuff off it would probably be way easier, but that just seems like a lot more work. So I'm going to go with the shortened Allen key. Anyway, I'll get these out and then all I got to do is take these clips off here. There's a zip tie there and that should come off. Once I crack the bolts off, I can actually undo it with my fingers. Or I just need to cut that cable tie and then pry this out and we can have a look. There is another little bolt behind the radiator cover there, which I've got to get to somehow. 2 screws in there, gives a little bit of slack, and then underneath there you can see that little bolt, 10 mil bolt. Just got to undo that. Bar is now off. I can already see. Let's have a look here. Yeah, look at that. There is a bit of water in there. Not a huge amount, but there is water in there. Okay, so as you can see in there, in the end there is a hole. And you've got that hole there. So I guess they're right, there is water in your subframe, but it's not as much as I expected, considering what I've put this bike through. So I might put this out in the sun and let it dry out. Maybe I'll give it a little rinse out, the hose. Then I'll put it out in the sun and let it bake for a while. And then maybe I'll put a little bit of rust converter in it. And then when that's all nice and dry, I may treat it with fish oil, I think. Get a can of fish oil. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there is a bit in there. Alright, so whatever you guys do, it's in the way of treatment is up to you. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Well, let's see what the left side is like. I can already see water coming out. Just undoing this nut, water is coming out already. Well, let's have a look. Look at that. It's clean water. But yeah, left side's a bit easier to actually get off. Don't have to squeeze in behind the radiator hose. Alright, well, I'm going to go and put these in the sun and let them dry out. See, it's got a hole there, there. Now you could probably drill a hole at the bottom as a drainage hole, but I don't know, that may just cause more problems introducing sand and mud in there. So I'm going to get these all dried out. So I've had these hanging outside in the hot sun. They've been baking for a couple of days now, so they'll be pretty well dry inside. So I have got this fish oil in the spray can, which I'm going to use. And the guy did give me a nozzle for it, but it doesn't fit, so somehow I've got to spray that in there. So I'll spray a heap in there, and then I'll let it slosh all around, see if I can coat every surface. And then, yeah, we'll get it back together. Now, I'm not going to worry about putting the rust killer in there, because it's not really rusted, it's just surface shit. And according to this packet, it just says to spray it over rust, and it'll soak through and it'll inhibit further rust. So I reckon that's just going to do me. If anybody else has other ideas, you know, go ahead, use your own ideas. Alright, I'm going to get some of this in there. This could be messy. This it doesn't smell. This is a deodorized fish oil, this one. You can see it coming out the end there. Give it a bit more. We'll see if we can get a bit coming out there. See where that's squished together. It still leaks. Okay, well I'll give them a little bit more shaking around, make sure it's coated everywhere, and then I'll get back together. Alright, so before I actually put these back on, I'm going to fill in that little hole there with a bit of Celastic, and when I put that plug back in, I'll put some Celastic around that too, to prevent any more water from getting in. Alright guys, I just want to say I'm not picking faults with this bike. This is just a bit of preventative maintenance. These bars are not structural. They're not holding the motor or anything in. But I have had other bikes where it was structural and they have rusted out. Yeah, so this is just to protect it for the future. Make sure it doesn't rust. I'm going to end this video now and get the rest of this bike back together. So thank you guys for watching.